Hello friends, welcome to the Manthan series of BFM. In Manthan series, as you know, we are covering all the subjects of CIB, ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL. I am covering BFM and ABM. ABM module A and C, BFM complete. So watch the series till the end, completely watch all the mentors because all recollected questions are covered over here, recollected from the earlier years. Because you don't get these questions anywhere else. Do you get these IIBF questions? Never. Recollected. Because we have so many of the alumni, they give us. So coming to the point. Today I will be covering BFM, IFSC and GIFT City. It's a theory topic in your module A. Theory topic in your module A. Okay. So I will be covering this part. IFSC is a newly started, in fact, GIFT City is a newly started city in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. It caters to, it's like the SEZ model. This GIFT City is basically the SEZ model. SEZ means SEZ are for products. We have various SEZs. Okay. But this is related to financial services. This is SEZ for financial services. So it's based on that model only. Okay. It is set up in Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Now the question over here is, which is the first IFSC in India? Now you know GIFT City is there. Agreed. GIFT City is there in Gujarat. That is an IFSC. But which is this the first one? Second one, Visakhapatnam Special Economic Zone is India's first IFSC. Third, Jawaharlal Nehru Pharma City, Ramki Pharma City, India, VSKP is the first IFSC and none of the above. You think and answer me. Just check it. In a book also it's given. So which is the first IFSC? Think over it, everyone. Think. Is Visakhapatnam SEZ is the first IFSC? No. Answer is only one. Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Gujarat city, GIFT City, Gujarat is the India's first IFSC. Kindly note, GIFT City is the only IFSC today. Forget first, it's the only IFSC. There is no other IFSC in our country up till now, other than GIFT City. Now you'll say then, what about these SEZs? These are SEZs, these are product related. Product. We have a SEZ in Jaipur also, Jaipur Foot. Jaipur Foot is famous. So we have a SEZ for that. We have various SEZs, but these are SEZs. This is related to finance. What does it cater to? I'll tell you. We are having everything over here. So follow the series till the end. Okay? Next. What is IFSC A in IFSC centers? What is IFSC A in IFSC centers? What is the full form of this IFSC A? International Financial Services Centers Authority. See, IFSC is same. International Financial Services Center. IFSC is same. A is authority. So is it the same? IFSC A. Second option. IFSC A has been established as a unified regulator with a holistic vision in order to promote ease of doing business in IFSC and provide world-class regulatory environment. So it's like the camp commander. Do you know in military camps we have a camp commander? Okay? In military camps we have a camp commander. Anything you want to do, you'll have to ask that camp commander. Same logic over here. IFSC A has been established as a unified regulator, one person. with a holistic vision in order to promote ease of doing business. This is the primary target, ease of doing business. People, foreigners are coming over here. Various foreign companies are over here. All financials, big names, JP Morgan. Okay, it's there. DNB, it's there. All the big names, they are there. So they have to find it easy to do the business, isn't it? All that red tapeism, Babugiri, that has to go. Business in IFSC and provide world-class regulatory environment. World-class regulatory means like they are finding it easier in USA, in various other countries. Similarly, we should have it over here also. Objective of IFSCA is to develop a strong global connect and focus on the needs of Indian economy as well as to serve as an international financial platform for the entire region and the global economy as a whole. See, entire region, international financial platform for the entire region. Understand the point. Entire region means it's not only related to our country, Bharat, it is related to the neighboring countries also. We are talking of the region. Okay? So, objective of IFSCA is to develop a strong global connect and focus on the needs of the Indian economy as well. To serve as a focus on the Indian economy also. See, primary benefit will be our country only. But others will also benefit or others will support us. All the neighboring economies. Now you know the level of neighboring economies. Our neighboring economies, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, all these are totally dependent on our country, to be frank. Dependent. They can't have their own existence. So if you want to grow as a global superpower, you will have to make these countries as yours. Of course, some problems are there. Okay? So, this IFSCA, the objective of this IFSCA is to boom the Indian economy and this entire region should grow. So, what is the final answer for this? All of the above. These are all the qualities of IFSCA. Firstly, IFSCA is authority and it has been established for ease of doing business for the world-class companies, boom of the Indian economy and entire region should grow. Okay? Consider the following statement regarding International Financial Services Center Authority, IFSCA. So now consider this. It is a unified authority for development and regulation of financial products, financial services and financial institutions. Look at this, we are going in more details over here. Such questions can be there in exam. These are something related to it. So, earlier question and this question, both are related to IFSCA. Financial products, financial services, products and services and institutions. Okay? All the big names, all our banks are also having our shops in IFSCA, branches you can call it. The Government of India under the IFSCA Act 2019 established it. So Government of India established this IFSCA Act 2019 and under this act, this IFSCA was established. Mumbai is a maiden international IFSCA center in India. So Mumbai is the maiden, Mumbai. So which one is correct? Is it 1 and 2? Is it 2 and 3? Is it 1 and 3? Is it 1, 2 and 3? Now one thing you know, see, many of us might not be knowing this act, IFSCA Act 2019. You might not be knowing this. But you know one thing for sure, that IFSC is in Gujarat. It's not in Mumbai. So 3 is wrong. What is the question asked? Regarding, okay, which one is correct? Choose the correct one. So 3 is wrong. So remove all the options of 3. Gone, gone, gone. So what is remaining? elimination method, isn't it? So 1 and 2 are correct. Now this already we have studied in the earlier question. This is new. The government of India under the IFSCA Act 2019 established it. This is something new for you, isn't it? Got it, everyone? Clear on this part? Let's move on. What are the major activities of IFSC? Look at this. Fundraising services for individuals, corporates and government. Fundraising, money, aane do. Fundraising. All the companies require money. See, this IFSC is not governed by Indian tax laws. Very important. RBI doesn't have a direct control on IFSC. That is also important. Means it's a foreign country within our country. It's like that. That's why all the companies are coming over there. We are in fact giving a competition to Dubai, okay, UAE, because they don't have taxes. That's why many of the richest, means rich persons are moving on to UAE. So that's why what we are trying is, we are trying to cater to this without taxes. In this GIFT city, the tax laws are not applicable, our tax laws. Okay. Also, our RBI is not directly controlling it. Got it? Our local laws are not applicable over there, except for criminal laws. Criminals are applicable. So, fundraising services, right? Then individuals, corporates and governments. Then asset management and global portfolio diversification undertaken by pension funds, insurance companies and mutual funds. So asset management, global portfolio diversification, these are the big names and these are the big jobs in banking also and in financial field also. So this is also taken care of. Wealth management, yes, that is also taken care of. What is wealth management? Individual as well as corporate wealth. There are many HNIs in this world who are having so much money that they don't know what to do. They want to put their money in low tax and high speedily increasing economy. So that is ours. That's why the answer is all of the above. In fact, I have given the complete activities of IFSC below. Look at this. Fundraising services, asset management, wealth management, global tax management. Look at these names. Global tax management, corporate treasury management, risk management, merger and acquisition activities. These are the big main activities which are allowed in IFSC. Also remember, savings accounts are not allowed except for administrative purposes. Otherwise, savings are not allowed. No cash is allowed. No cash is allowed. Okay? So, these are the major activities. With reference to the IFSC A, consider the following statements. And then you have to select the correct one. Huh? More than one can be selected. So, it is a statutory body under Ministry of Commerce. It is unified authority for regulation of financial products, financial services, financial institutions in the IFSC. It lays down the permissible activities of IBUs, including credit enhancement and credit insurance. More than one can be selected. So what is the answer? Yes, unified authority, that is true. True. It lays down the permissible activities at IBUs, that is also true. What about this? Under Ministry of Commerce. Yeah. So this is not given in your book actually. Ministry of Commerce. Okay. But still, as I've gone through this topic many times, that's why I know this answer. So it is not under this Ministry of Commerce. It is under the Department of Economic Affairs and Ministry of Finance. These are the two ministries, Department of Economic Affairs and Ministry of Finance. So this answer is definitely wrong. Okay. So Which of them is correct? So your answer over here was, which of them is correct was, this is wrong and this is true, this is true. It lays down the permissible activities, that is also true. Okay. So this is the answer. Got it? Move on. Kindly note, Ministry of Commerce is totally separate. Ministry of Commerce is not doing anything related to your setting up SEZs and all these things. That is not the job of theirs. It is Ministry of Finance who does all these things. Okay? Which of the following is not permissible activity of an IBU in the GIFT city? Not. Kindly note this question. Not a permissible activity. They are allowed to open savings account for resident individuals and HNI customers. They are allowed to open foreign currency accounts for units operating in IBUs. They are allowed to open escrow accounts for corporate borrowers subject to FEMA. They are allowed to open accounts for non-resident institutional investors. So which of them is not permissible? Think about it. Just now I gave you one hint that so and so accounts are not permissible, so and so transactions are not permissible. Before going ahead, let me explain you what is this escrow account. The remaining things are easy, means you might know this resident individual, means you know, HNI you know, foreign currency accounts, so that also you know, means basically these are NRE, NRO, FCNR, okay, EFC accounts, plus these all you know. Only important is this escrow. Many in the retail banking will not know what is escrow. Escrow is a temporary account. Temporary in the sense it is kept for some purpose. Let's say me and you are two parties. Okay, I'll give you an example of escrow. Suppose A and B are two parties, A and B. Okay, A is a seller and B is a buyer. Let's say A is a seller, B is a buyer. So both of them don't trust each other. A feels B will not give money and B feels A will not send the goods. So in that case, what happens? They open a common account, escrow. And in this escrow, the funds are kept by B. See, B is the buyer, so B will keep the funds. Funds are kept in this escrow. Okay? So funds will be kept over here. But funds cannot be given to A. And up to the time B checks whether the goods are okay or not. And the third party to this account is generally bank. Bank also becomes a party to this account. Bank. Okay. So this is a, kindly understand, it's a temporary account for the purpose of business. It is closed after the purpose is done. Many of the road contractors, these big roads which we make, NHAI. So these road contractors have escrow accounts with their subcontractors. Okay. So escrow is done. They are allowed to open accounts for non-resident institutional investors. That's allowed. Okay, non-resident. So that's allowed. So what is not allowed? This savings. Not allowed. Savings account is not allowed in IFSC. Okay, kindly note. Savings is not allowed in IFSC. Savings not allowed. Cash not allowed. Okay. Even rupee transactions only for admin purpose are allowed. What is IFSC in international trade? Now this is simple, you might get it now. International Financial Services Center is a financial hub. Now look at the important parts over here, other names. Don't just look at the answer. This I know you know this answer. IFSC is International Financial Service Center. Already I have done this 2-3 times just now. Is a financial hub that facilitates the movement of financial services, products and finance across borders. So this is okay. Look at the second part. This is important. IFSC is also known as Offshore Financial Center, OFC. This name is very important. In exam, if they ask you, instead of IFSC, they ask you OFC. You shouldn't get confused because OFC and IFSC are same. Offshore Financial Centers. Okay? Offshore means they are within the country, but they are not a part of the country. for financial matters. Okay. Which of the following statements are incorrect in respect to resident individuals investing under LRS scheme? Now this is LRS separate, but this is a part of this connected. That's why this question is taken. So under the LRS, resident individuals are allowed to invest in IFSC in GIFT City. Okay, so allowed to invest in IFSC in GIFT City. So you want incorrect, huh? Resident individuals are allowed to open foreign currency accounts in IFSC to undertake investments in GIFT City. Funds lying idle in foreign currency accounts for more than 15 days are to be repatriated to the bank accounts in India. Investment can be in securities issued by corporate resident in India. So you want the incorrect one. Which of them is incorrect? Think over it. Even if you don't know the answer, you hope so, imagine if you have not read, then also you can give the answer of this. It's purely based on logic. It is purely based on logic. See, resident individuals are allowed to invest in GIFT City. So, if you are an HNI, let's say you are a resident individual, you are an HNI, why shouldn't you be allowed? You can be allowed. Resident individuals are allowed to open foreign currency accounts. So again, if you are an HNI, you can have these accounts. What about this? Funds lying idle in the foreign currency accounts for more than 15 days are to be repatriated to the bank accounts in India. What is this? There is no logic to this. Okay? If I have opened an account in IFSC, I am not requiring those funds in my local account. Okay? So this is false. This is incorrect. Remaining all are correct. Investment can be in securities issued by corporate residents in India. So that is also allowed. Okay? IFSC Centers Authority means IFSCA is a, look at it, an association of all the IFSCs across the globe, a statutory established by Government of India, a self-regulating body to oversee the functioning of the IBUs, a regulatory authority in the UK overseeing the functioning of all the banks in the UK. So IFSCA, just now we have seen this. So association of all IFSCs across the globe, this one, UK out. Statutory established, authority established by Government of India. A self-regulating body to oversee the functioning of IBUs. Now more than one, both of them are correct. Okay? It is actually Government of India means what? Government of India doesn't establish, it's under the Ministry of Finance. Okay? So after all, it's Government of India only. Got it? If a company functioning outside India needs funds to meet its working capital requirements, in that case, the company can avail the banking services in form of loans and overdrafts or any other financial services through bank outside India. Here the residential bank of abroad shall be giving its services to that company. Therefore, the transaction between them is said to be a part of international banking facility, import, export and exchange. Very simple answer. Is there any trade going on over here? So no. So these two are out. In fact, these three are out. What do you mean by these three? Import, export means business going on. Exchange means again business going on. There is no business. It requires some services and those are given by some bank. International banking facility, isn't it? So these were the questions on IFSC. Now before going, join the batches of Adda 24/7 immediately. See this, go to Adda 24/7, always go through the app. In the app you will be getting 1% extra. Okay, you will be getting 1% extra. That's why download the app first and then purchase. You will be getting 1% extra and use the code, never forget this code, Y432. How to purchase? Look at this. CIB Increment Mahapack. This is one. I'll show you all of them. See this. Click on JIB and CIB. Click on CIB December. See this. In CIB December, you'll get all these Mahapacks and batches. Increment Pro batch. This is the latest batch we just started. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. Ebooks, mock tests, everything is covered over here. Okay. Ebooks and mock tests are to the level of chapter wise also, complete test also. Everything is there. You can use the code Y432 to get the additional discount. Y432. Look at this. You'll get 80% discount over here plus 1% extra through the app. Also, if you purchase the Mahapack, Increment Mahapack, look at this. CIB Increment Mahapack. In this, you will be getting double validity right now. Plus, what is the Mahapack advantage? You get 15 plus batches per subject. E-books, physical books, both of them are there. So go for this. This is the best Mahapack. And again, double validity. Okay, buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. But never forget the code Y432. 80% discount, double validity plus 1% through the app.